What's up everyone, Dr. D here, and in this video we are breaking down AM-3P Chaos Special. Oh boy, this is a good one. This was requested by yours truly, well not me, but Quickman. Quickman has requested that I break down AM-3P Chaos Special from DDR Supernova 2, something that seemed so cool at the time but was better off be forgotten if you ask me. Okay, so what's going on with Chaos Special and why couldn't I break it down the other two times we did this? I wanted to make sure that we had a left chart because if anyone watches me play this song, I always play it on left. There are many patterns that I find a lot easier to pull off using the left turn mod, and it does bring in some weird funky challenges as well, but I think that the challenges outweigh the default turn, so I always use left. So I'm going to tell you how I do it, and I'm going to show you how I do it, and we'll go from there. And yeah, even just recently, I think a month ago, I just got a new PB on it. I got it down to 4 perfects, so I'm pretty competent at this song. You know, maybe one day I'll eventually try for the MFC, but until then, yeah, let's just give it a shot. So, without further ado, let's get started. And keep in mind, take a look at the chat above. They might have some advice as well while we're breaking it down. And yeah, okay. So let's get started. So right off the bat, 130 BPM. You're pretty free about your speed mods. We're talking up to even 5. You can go up to 5. I usually do 4.5, but I could definitely do 5 if it's a muscle memory inside. So you got quite a bit of speed options that you have at your disposal. Do whatever is comfortable, and we're really focused on building muscle memory when we're playing this chart, and it's going to be important because since we're using a turn mod, some parts, like the original chart is atrocious, like don't get me wrong, but it does have an intended flow to it, where left overall feels pretty good, but it absolutely breaks some of the intended flowing parts. So yeah, and it's a very short song. Like watching the video really makes me realize it, and it doesn't even start for 10 seconds. So the actual gameplay is like just like a minute 10. That's got to be like one of the shortest like gameplay. Like there's shorter songs, but like they kind of start a lot sooner, so I'm kind of surprised. Alright, so let's get started, and we'll stop when necessary. And let me just make sure the chat's all happy. No one's complaining. No one's complaining. Okay, let's go. And during that whole opening spot, I'm practicing. I'm warming up my go steps. I'll even throw in some 16. So dun 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 dun. I'm doing some warm ups, and starting with left, we're going to be doing up and downs on the right. Now it's going to do it again at double the speed. So at this point, you're going to realize that this actually flows. See, on the regular turn, this would be down crosses, which aren't terrible, but they're definitely not that great. Alright, there's only really one trick we have to be mindful of during this whole section. I'll let it play out, then I'll show you where it is. This still plays out perfectly fine, and the trick is right there. So that is the first however many steps. We don't know what the combo is. But okay, as I was mentioning, this entire section plays out very fluidly. Alright, so as I was saying, this part plays out perfectly fine. And then we're going to go into the same pattern, but they're going to double it, but we're going to have to do some up crosses near the end. So the transition step is going to be right here. So this plays out pretty nicely. You know, you can see that we're still flowing with the ups and downs, and then we suddenly change to rights and lefts, and then back to the down and rights, and then one more time with the lefts and rights, and then here is the only time where you need to cross over. So we are going to do a crossover throwing our left foot that's positioned here. After we hit our right foot with the up arrow, we're going to slam it to the back over here. Try to use your heel to hit this right arrow. Do it 2 times. Finish at that pattern, and then one last time for the right, and then you'll finish nicely, and then with a final jump. Alright, so that is the start of the song, and it's kind of the most challenging part, thankfully, if you ask me. It's not the most challenging part in the song, but it's pretty challenging where like you can restart if you screw it up, and you can like get more attempts at getting good at that part before you address the later parts. Alright, let's continue. There I would absolutely bracket jump. I'm a pretty big person about bracket jumps, so I would definitely bracket jump that. That plays out nicely. Alright, this all feels not too bad. Like, it's a little awkward, like this kind of pattern, a gallop here, and then we're gonna hit that with our right. That means we have to double step that unless you want to cross it, and you don't want to cross that. So these are the kind of like minor compromises we're making by putting it on left. But none of these are too egregious if you ask me, and they're definitely worth the payoff that you get in the beginning and once again later on. Okay, so for these gallops, the red-yellow gallops, I do triplet them. So what does that mean? I do 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So throw in an extra step for the starting with this one, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then we're back on the dun 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 dun. So starting with our left foot here, double step that. And then, now, you will learn something that I didn't know. Luckily, we're on notes, so you will learn it. Back when I played on, like, Supernova 2 and DDR X, I could never PFC this song. And I always got a grade, and I didn't understand why. I always got a grade on one of the gallops, and I'm like, what the hell? Why do I always get a grade here? It makes no sense. So, it was very frustrating to me that I never could PFC it. And then it was until much later that I learned that one of these gallops is actually a 24th gallop. It's not a 16th, it's a 24th. Yeah, I know, it blew my mind when I figured it out, but then it all made sense. And then when I adjusted to just doing that one a little bit faster, and then the other ones at normal 16th gallop speed, just made everything go smoothly. So it's this gallop right here. The first one in the last gallop section is going to be there. You can kind of hear what they're going for, so listen to it one time. Play out. 1 2 3. Dun 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 dun. So dun 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 dun. So dun 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 dun. It's just slightly faster, but I promise you, if you're not aware of it, you are definitely going to get a great. If you're on like perfect timing, you're going to get some misjudgment there. It's a tricky one. It took me a long time to figure out. I'm glad I did, but yeah, that's definitely something you have to be ready for when you're playing this chart. Putting it on note absolutely makes it a little bit easier, and it highlights that small detail. Alright, this next part, it's kind of freeze heavy with just some so it's gonna have offbeats, so blue notes here. I always go step in between these. So starting with here, and I do go cross. So I'm going to be hitting this with my left foot, and then I'm going to plant my left foot down, and then cross over and double step. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to briefly lift up my left foot. So hold it down, hit it, go step there, hit it, go step here, go step. I usually go step, double step that, and then I personally actually just like hit this, lift it up, and slam down to do a bracket jump. I make this a bracket jump. I do that twice. That's just me. I know a lot of people don't do that, but I'm telling you how I do it. But you could back cross it, so you could do this, and then from your left foot, swing it over, and give me 2 of those, and then finally finish strong with your left foot doing double down. Alright, follow the melody, and then back. This is awkward. That's like one of the most awkward parts, because we do have to do a back double step. So like we're facing to the left, our heel of the left foot is going to hit this one, and then we got to like shift it to the down. It does feel weird, I'm not going to lie. And no, I don't think you can actually cheat this one by dropping the hold early. I'm pretty sure you'll get a miss. So it's a little awkward, but I promise you with some practice, it's well worth the investment for the rest of the stuff in the chart. Alright, now here is where like you got to be a little mindful. I'm very cautious in this section because I don't always memorize it. So reading it at fast speed and you don't know what's coming up, you could get screwed because there's one of these where you have to pivot. One of these triplets coming up, you absolutely have to pivot. So the first two are fine. The second two are fine. And then here, this is the pivot where we have to foot switch. So we just finished this with our right, and then we're hopping to our left foot on this one. And then now we can play this one out, and then we're fine. So look at it again. So it'll be 2-2, pivot 2. So 2-2, pivot 2. So 2-2, pivot 2. Pretty simple. And then this section you can double step it, and I recommend it. And then it's going to be what is probably the second hardest part of the song. And yeah, you might, it's an awkward thing right here. Usually after this kind of pattern, you're not used to taking your left foot starting on the up. They usually don't do that. And in fact, all three of these are left foot orientated. So after this one, right foot, and then left, left. Okay, now this part plays out pretty nicely. Way better than if you... This is one of the reasons why we're putting it on left. This part sucks without left. They're going to make you do it on the opposite side. And then this is the hardest part. And... yeah. How do I approach it? So yeah, we do have to cross this over. So to do that, we're going to do the left, right, left, right, left, and then the right is going to be here, and then it'll play out, and then it'll finish nicely. So that's like the hardest part that you have to be able to do. But I feel that you have ample time to position for it, and then just go for it. So we are going to back cross. So 1, 2, 3, left foot here, right. Sorry, left foot on the up. Yes, hold on. Right. Yeah, left foot on the up. Then right, left, left. Alright, and then now we're going to get to the tricky part at the end. So I kind of want to look at this slower. I'm really good at just reacting to it. Alright, let's look at it. I lied to you guys. Yeah, I know what I do. I actually don't do what I said. Yeah, I don't like to finish on my left foot. I always finish on my right. That's why I was so confused. So what I do is double step these two. So I hit this with my left, and then I double step these two. So it's an awkward one, yes. You could heel toe this, so heel to the toe, and then play it out with your left, right, left, right, left, and then we're finishing on the right. And we want to do that so that we're in the right position for this jump. Otherwise, we're going to be crossed over and have to hit that jump, which is awkward as fuck. Now, that doesn't completely eliminate what I first said. You could still do it the intended way where you go immediately for the crossover. But personally, I like to avoid that crossover and then just do the crossover at the end and finish with the double rights. Alright, I hope that's clear. Yeah, but trust me, it's even more annoying if you don't use left. Now let's go back to full speed and I'll show you. So we're going to have 3 of these jumps, and the third one is going to be the hardest. The first one's easy to get away with on left, so take a look here. So the first one, what we're going to do is we're going to bracket jump like basically all of this. So we're going to hit our left, right, so I do dun dun dun, so dun dun dun. because it's a triplet, dun dun dun, right? So we're gonna do dun dun dun, dun dun dun, and then one pause for the eighth note space. So dun 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 dun. So dun 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 dun. I absolutely use my right foot to bracket jump this. Dun dun dun. And then this is awkward, and you might not see it if you play it on a faster speed mod. So like you want to hit that on the right, you kind of want to hit that on the right, but you'll be screwed. Make sure you hit this one with your left foot. And then a double step. And then to the down, double step. And then you remember that pattern I just told you what I did? It's the same. Do it again. So dun dun dun. But this time, instead of starting with left then up, this one's actually a lot easier. This feels really way easier. If you can get the first one, there's no reason why you can't get this, because this is like a gift for you. It's just 1 2 1 2. So 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. It feels way smoother. And then this is the hardest one. How the fuck do we do this? How the fuck do we do this? Well, same thing. And the reason why you want to like bracket jump all of this is because it prepares you for this one. If you bracket jump those ones how I told you to, we have to get away with at least one bracket jump with our left foot. So we're going to bracket jump this. I slam it down hard. I just go boom boom. So just 1 2 3. So with your left foot twice. 1 2 3, and then right foot once. 1 2 3 1. 1 2 3 1. Bracket jump this. You don't even have to be like, I bracket jump both of them just out of habit. Like you can't really like bracket jump and then like still have like the mind to just hit one arrow. It's like, no, you're not going to get penalized. There's nothing here that's going to give you junk. So just go hard and go for 2 down left bracket jumps with your left foot, and then finish strong. And then I even bracket jump that just because I'm a badass and I like to be balling like that. Alright, so and I even bracket jump all this stuff too, so with my right foot. And then here's the final section. All I'm going to say is like there's a lot of triplets followed by a single spaced quarter note, and I always use that note to hop. So 1 2 3, and then I hop to my left foot, and then this one doesn't need any hop, play it out, but here I will foot switch. So after that, with my right foot, I will spring my left foot around and foot switch it, and then you should be there. And I just do one final bracket jump just because I'm a badass. If you prefer though, you can do a back with your left heel on the right arrow. That would also be acceptable. And there you have it. So that is AM-3P. That is AM-3P Chaos using left, broken down by Dr. D, requested by Quick Man. I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. If you want to make your own requests for songs that you'd like to see me break down in the future, become a patron. Links are down in the description below. Well, not on Twitch, we're live here on Twitch, but on the YouTube video later it is going to be. And I hope you guys got a lot out of this. It was fun breaking it down. I like always sharing my strategies. Some of these strategies that I have, it's taken me years to come up with. You know, playing these charts for like going on 12 years, you know, you start to get some, you get to have some, well, knowledge about them and strategies, and well, those are my strategies. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time, and peace.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. If you like what I do and want to be notified whenever I upload or go live, subscribe and hit that bell icon. If you really love me, consider pledging on Patreon to enjoy exclusive benefits. Lastly, keep the DDR discussion going by joining my Discord community linked below. Thanks again, and peace.